Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to Counselor's Couch 101. I'm Jim Stump, and I wish you a happy Thanksgiving and a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate those things. And just wanted to remind you that it's that time of year again. What time of year, you ask? It's the time of year when people who are so disposed get the holiday blues. They get really, really depressed this time of year. A lot of counselors will say that they get a lot of calls and a lot of visits and a lot of interaction with folks who are depressed and they're trying to get over it. What in the heck is causing depression around Thanksgiving and Christmas and then on to New Year's and like that? Well, it could be lots of things, of course. It could be a very common one is that people are missing people who are no longer with us, right? You miss the Christmases you had when you were a child and all the happiness and the joy and the anticipation and the running around and the toys and all that. And when we grow up, we sort of leave Never Never Land and we don't have those things again unless we live them through our children or through other people's children like nephews and nieces, who knows, whoever else you have in your life that have children around that you can enjoy the magic by watching them, right? But oftentimes people miss the people that have passed through in their life, especially if someone is alone because their partner passed. That can be depressing. Even if you lost your partner through divorce or breakup, that can still get to people. People don't like to be alone necessarily during the holidays. It's a hurtful thing, right? It sort of reflects badly on you and it affects your self-esteem. You feel like, you're not in a place where people find you attractive or worth being around. That can affect you that way. Also, it's the time of year we just turned our clocks back, so we're spending more time in the dark. But fear not, folks, because the sun is coming back quickly. In a month or so, the situation will turn around. We will have the darkest day of the year, and then after that, it starts getting lighter again, and that's only about a month away. So we start to pick up going into the new year. It's slow at first, but it does come. In the meantime, we're stuck in the darkness. Oftentimes, it's colder. I'm in Los Angeles, and it's was really warm a couple of weeks ago, unseasonably hot and warm. But now it's turning the other way. It's been rather cool, and people say they're really cold lately, right? That can depress folks. Another paradoxical thing is that people get depressed because they have to spend time with family and they don't get along with them. We've all seen these movies that are supposed to be funny about families fighting over Thanksgiving dinner. I never watch those movies. I don't think it's funny at all. I think it's sad because it's too real. People are forced to spend time with folks they don't like, and they're trying to pretend that everything is okay, and we're getting along fine between the two of us, and it's not true. That affects people as well. So the holiday blues happens a lot. It can happen because folks don't feel they have enough money to buy things for their kids and their loved ones. That can get to some people. Also, when we're going to the new year, we all remember about New Year's resolutions. A lot of that is people taking stock of themselves and their lives and the way things are going, the way things have gone, and the way the person would like the things to go. So we're looking at that, and oftentimes, if we're not happy with where we are and what we've accomplished, that can cause us to feel badly about ourselves as well, right? So we have all sorts of reasons to be depressed around the holidays. But can we think of any reason to be happy? Um, if we say we're missing all the joy and the wonder and the excitement and the glitter and the magic of when we were kids, shouldn't we be grateful that we had those events and remember them fondly? Would that be a way to overcome the holiday blues? Another way, you see the celebrities, they go out on Thanksgiving and they're passing out plates of food to homeless people, and that's supposed to help everybody. But I think to myself, where were you all the other 364 days, right? You only show up one day a year to help a homeless. Why don't we do some sort of participation in helping these folks all year round. Maybe we can't do it every day, but we can certainly do it more than one day a year, can't we? And oftentimes that'll pick up a low mood. Go out and do things for other people. Don't think of yourself. Think of what you can do to make somebody else happy, right? If you have that kind of an attitude, especially if you carry it with you all year round, you'll probably be in a better mood, have a more joyful life, be much more satisfied with everything you have in your life, because that's what feeds our soul. When we can help other people and do nice things for folks, preferably without getting any sort of gratitude or return on it, it can really pick us up from a low mood. So that's what I'm thinking about. Go out and do something for somebody. Of course, you can always buy food for homeless people. They generally would be grateful for it if you want to do that. There are enough homeless people around this town that you wouldn't have any problem finding someone to eat the food you have. But maybe there are other things you can do, and I don't know what they might be. We learn how we can help other people by talking with them. And by the way, there's another answer to holiday depression. Socialize, be around people, talk with people, right? And folks tell me that they're not good at small talk and like that. I say that the trick to small talk is easy. All you have to do is ask the other person questions about themselves and what they're doing. If you can get them talking, they will probably identify issues or things they do in their life that can correspond to things you do in your life, and you can find that you have things in common, things to share, information to pass back and forth, and to enjoy and to use as you go out into your world, and the stuff you do and the activities you like. Might even make connections to new places to engage in that activity. And by that, I'm thinking of jogging clubs, running clubs, bicycle clubs, art clubs. A lot of people get together and join art classes and make friends there. I've said before, some groups go out and try new restaurants all the time. You can find these things to overcome depression. What is it that you like? What would make you happy? If you're sitting alone and feeling depressed, what would be the antidote for that? That would be the thing I would suggest you want to go out and find and put in your life. One of the big items I'm coming across a lot lately is that we don't seem to be meeting people anymore. Some people blame it on COVID. They say we all went into our caves, we all became independent and isolated, and now that we're trying to come back out again, we're just not connecting with people because people have a different outlook on life now. Things have changed, and I think possibly that's true. And it's the saddest thing that we have all these electronic ways of communicating and we don't meet anybody. Isn't that nutty? But it's the truth. And we don't necessarily want to go online and try to, make relationships with strangers because that could be problematic in many, many ways. I said recently, and some people have commented on it, best way to meet people is to live your life. Do the things you like to do, and you'll meet people that like to do the things that you like to do, which means you already have something in common. And I say go slow, you know. I talked to some ladies and they want to be taken out on dates. They get on these online dating apps and they want someone to ask them out on a nice date. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, I'm not certain I'd want to go out with a stranger for an entire evening and go to a place where I have to keep the conversation going. By that, I mean if you go to dinner or go dancing or something of that sort, and we're not in a group and you don't have other people to help you carry that evening along to success, right? That's a lot of emotional stress on someone if they're not good at it, right? So I say meet people in the things you like to do. That pressure to deliver social interaction is gone because the group activity itself is providing that. And you can get to see how a person is. You can hear what they say, whether or not you like their personality, you like their smile, you like the things they care about. And if someone is loud and brash and that's not for you, then you learn that. And you didn't have to go out on a date and you hadn't to spend any money and you didn't have to take any chances. Meet people in real life and things you're doing. Most people meet other people. And I say this and people get mad at me, but most people meet people at churches. And often they tell me, I'm not religious, Jim. I said, I understand that. I get it. I'm not saying you have to be religious. I'm just giving you an example. Most people, or rather people, can meet a whole lot of people quickly if by attending a church. And you don't have to provide an activity. You don't have to um, go off with someone you don't know. You get to know people by being in a group. You don't have to ask anybody on a date to get to know them. Whereas online, you do. You have to ask them out. You have to convince them to go with you. And that can be depressing all by itself. But I digress. I was talking about holiday blues. Used to be a lot of it back in the day when people were isolated and alone. And we still are emotionally isolated and alone oftentimes. And the way to overcome that is to get involved somehow, some way. Find an activity you like. Find people you like to be with. Socialize. Communicate. Who knows? Come up with some sort of a Christmas theme and do something about it. It just, makes you, puts you in a better mood if you handcraft some Christmas decorations or something of that sort. You can give them away if you don't want them. Whatever is going to put you in the mood. One lady told me she's already playing Christmas music, right? She told me this a couple of weeks ago. She said, I'm already playing Christmas music. I love it. It puts me in a good mood. And I start thinking about decorating the things I'm going to do and where we put the tree and buying new ornaments or things for the house, decorate the house, stuff like that to put you in a better mood. If you're having holiday depression and you're stuck with it, please send me an email. You can contact me at counselorscouch101@mail.com. Counselorscouch101mail.com, right? And we'll see if we can help you out. By the way, several people have connected with me on email, and folks have offered to help if they can. I guess that's the best way I can explain it. They have certain experiences and skills and things that they've learned over time that they can share with other people who are in need. So if you have a need of that sort, maybe we can hook you up with somebody who can help you out with it, point you in a direction to get the things you might need. So we're developing a community of that, a network of people who are willing to help pro bono, just for the good of it, just for the good of the community, good for the country, trying to help out and reach and share things that they've known and experienced and they know can help another person. So holiday blues, don't let them get you down, right? Send us an email. We'll try to help you out with that. Leave us comments. Your comments help other people who get to read them. So let's not have any holiday blues this year. Let's get rid of them, right? Sing a song. Be happy. No blues, all right? Thanks for stopping by. I look forward to talking with you next time.